So how much credence can be given to the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's dramatic claim that India used the services of gangster Lawrence Bishnoi and his Canada-based Goldie Brar, accused in the killing of Punjabi singer Sidhu Moosewala, and possibly Mumbai's former Congress politician Baba Siddiqui, whose behind-the-scenes story will be coming soon on Bizbo, to execute the pro-Khalistani Canadian Sikh Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Trudeau and the Royal Mounted Canadian Police have no proof of this, except strong suspicion, and some join the dots. Let's take you behind the scenes of this allegation and explore. Meanwhile, subscribe to Bizbo, like, comment, share, and let's dive right in. While Punjab has many violent gangs, the two main big-time rivals are the Bishnoi gang and the Bambiha syndicate. Nijjar was the leader of Khalistan Tiger Force, a pro-Khalistani anti-India militant group based in Canada. And Arshdeep Singh or Arshadullah was part of the Bambiha syndicate and Nijjar's close associate. And therefore, Nijjar too could be considered Bishnoi's enemy. Same is the case with another Canada-based gangster Sukhdul Singh Gill, aka Sukha Dunki, a prominent member of the Bambiha syndicate who was also executed in September last year in Winnipeg, within weeks of India putting him on its most wanted list for the killing of UK-based kabaddi player Sandeep Ambian in 2022. Canada claims it is strange that only Bambiha gang members are being assassinated and therefore Bishnoi's hand is behind the killings. Trudeau has no proof of this, which he even admitted at his deposition hearing.
We don't have evidentiary proof, but we have information.
But publicly, stubbornly reiterated his stand at a press conference later on.
Clear and compelling evidence that agents of the Government of India are involved in over a dozen threatening and violent acts, including murder.
However, how could the 34-year-old Bishnoi, who has been in different jails in India for over 10 years and most recently since August 2023 incarcerated in Gujarat's high-security Sabarmati Central Jail, run his network so efficiently from behind bars, right under the direct gaze of the Prime Minister's home state? He proudly claimed responsibility for the killing of Moosewala simply because he was seen as close to the Bambiha gang, and for the firing outside film actor Salman Khan's residence on the morning of April 14th. Surprisingly, in the Salman Khan matter, despite 6 months having passed, the Ministry of Home Affairs has not yet allowed Mumbai police to so as much as even question the convict. And even in the Baba Siddiqui killing where Bishnoi is the prime suspect, they have only said they will consider the request, using the cover that since MHA jailed him under Section 268 of BNS, the new criminal code, the law prevents him from being taken out of prison for any purpose. Raw's hand is suspected in many killings in Pakistan, where a number of known terrorists were shot dead recently. Could Bishnoi be helping India there too? All this gives some credence to Canada's theory that India is using the criminal to get their dirty work done. After all, as the famous saying goes, an enemy's enemy is a friend. If so, this is not the first time India has played one criminal off against another for a greater benefit. In the late 1990s, they allegedly allowed Chota Rajan, a one-time Dawood lieutenant, a wide berth to carry on his illegal extortion business, provided he eliminate his ex-boss Dawood Ibrahim, which he tried to do in Karachi in 1998. But the plan was leaked and Rajan had to flee. Recently, the United States filed charges against Vikash Yadav, a CRPF officer on deputation to RAW, accusing him of using the services of a tainted arms dealer Nikhil Gupta in the bungled assassination attempt on Gurpatwant Singh Panun, another anti-India pro-Khalistani leader in New York. Considering Canada has refused 26 extradition requests, some pending for decades, despite India providing documented proof of their involvement in terror activities, did it allow Bishnoi to blossom, provided he eliminate anti-nationals abroad? A clue can be found in a phone interview he gave from jail, because both Bishnoi and Rajan made similar claims.
मैं देशभक्त हूँ, मैं देशभक्त हूँ.
There is a lot more at play for Trudeau here, as he needs to reassure his pro-Sikh, pro-Khalistani credentials. Even though Jagmeet Singh's NDP recently withdrew support to Trudeau, leaving him running a minority government. And he is seen trailing by 20 points to his Conservative Party rival Pierre Poilievre in next year's elections expected by October 2025. By attacking India, he is also trying to appease China, against whom relations soured ever since Canada arrested Meng Wanzhou, daughter of the Huawei founder and its CFO, at Vancouver Airport in 2018. After which, China has been constantly meddling in Canada's politics and Trudeau hasn't done much to curb it. Geopolitically too, Trudeau seems to be leaning a bit too close towards China, which may be the reason why Canada's request to join the AUKUS nuclear submarine project is still pending. Therefore, it is likely that calling his powerful friends, the Five Eye members, for support
Mr. Starmer, say something.
will only result in platitudes.
India must support the Canadian legal process.
And therein lies the rub. Canada has not filed any charges, unlike the US, who filed a charge sheet in the Pannoon case. While India has made every effort to comply with the US to maintain its strategic relationship, without proper evidence and probably even with it, India would still have largely stonewalled Canada because of their support for Khalistan. In fact, the moment Trudeau relaunched his recent tirade against India, senior Indian officials flew to the US to attend the Pannoon hearing so as to be near the US in case they needed pacifying, even dismissing Vikas Yadav from service, satisfying the US State Department, who put out a statement.
We do appreciate the cooperation and we appreciate them updating us on their investigation as we update them on ours.
However, to protect their spy, a cheating and extortion case against Yadav has been craftily filed in Delhi because he cannot be extradited to the US until his case is heard and his sentence served in India, meaning he is out on bail and will likely never be extradited. After all, India has 61 cases of extradition pending with the US too, including that of David Hadley and Tahavur Rana, co-conspirators in the 26/11 Mumbai attack. Also, NSA Chief Ajit Doval refrained from accompanying Modi to the US in September after a summons in the Pannoon case so as not to embarrass the Prime Minister. Being accommodative of the US allowed India to go ahead and sign the $4 billion deal for 31 Predator drones at the height of the controversy. The first time the US has given this drone to any non-NATO nation. Like we see in the movies, the learning is don't get caught. This is a secret mission. Pakde jaoge, then we will disclaim all responsibility. I know that, sir. Still, Jai Hind. Bizbo's Limerick. This is a story about a murder plot that relations with countries could blot. But your case is frail if you leave a trail. Now only diplomacy can cool what's hot. You will also find these sources listed in our video description section.